Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the first video of the season. And what season is that? That, of course, is the WWE 2K News season. Now, we do this every January, ever since 2K22, I believe. I don't think we did it beforehand, but then, there was a couple years till the next 2K game came in 2K22. And ever since 2K22, we have been doing it in January to release. Not to release because we knew all the info and stuff, but, just as the news poured out. But man, oh man, we got some exciting leaks. Just wanted to confirm that. These are leaks, but, you know, I'm beginning to believe in them. And yeah, I'm really excited. But if you're excited too, if you buy the games each and every year like I do, please let me know with a comment down below and a like on the video. Also, share it around. And also, if you do enjoy the video, you know what to do. And if you don't, get out of here. But with that said, let's get into it. And of course, we're going to get into the cover store, but then also the main showcase store. And the cover store and main showcase store is rumored to be CM Punk. Now, I've heard reports and just articles from Mike Straw on Twitter or X, who is a big 2K news releaser or news leaker, or he has a lot of news and has been very relevant and very trustworthy in the past couple years. But he has said that CM Punk is looking to be the 2K Star Showcase, so the showcase will focus around him. But also coming up, if you take a look at the logo behind Logan Paul on the picture right now on the screen, that's not the usual WWE 2K logo. And you may be asking yourself, if you were just born, if you just came out of the womb, it's like, yeah, it is. What do you mean? If you're old, like me, you know that WWE logo was used in the Ruthless Aggression era. Now, why the hell would they be using the Ruthless Aggression era logo with a video game? Oh, wait. I think I have an idea. Because the showcase involves matches with CM Punk being in that era. Now, which ones are they? Who knows? But CM Punk was mainly around in the Ruthless Aggression era. Of course, he started in ECW, the WWE ECW, and then went on to 2014, and then came back in 2023, and yeah, really excited to see what matches will be shown in the showcase, because given the TNA partnership that WWE and TNA have, they could feature some key matches through CM Punk's career, like him versus Jeff Hardy in the Loser Leaves WWE match, Steel Cage match. And that one is one I would really want to see. Plus their TLC match. I believe no, they have a. I believe they have a TLC match at SummerSlam. Yeah, they did. Yeah, so those two would be key ones that I would want to see, but I don't think they would repeat opponents. I think they would change it up, but in that case, I would want to see the Loser Leaves Town match, or Loser Leaves WWE match, which took place on SmackDown in a Steel Cage match. That is definitely one I would want to see. And another one I would want to see, because I'm trying to think of matches that haven't been showcased through this series already, because him versus John Cena, that was showcased back in 2K15, 11 years ago. Holy shit, that's a long time ago. And then him versus The Undertaker, I believe, was in the 2K14, 40 years of WrestleMania. I could be wrong on that one, though, but I remember it may just be my mind playing tricks on me, but I remember playing through that match. But if not, then that's a definite match I would want to see. And then besides that, I wouldn't want to see, like I said, they did the CM Punk versus John Cena match in 2K15 showcase. And man, besides that, there's so many matches that I would love to see of his career, like him versus Triple H, and him versus Edge. Oh wait, they can't do that. That would be cool if they were able to do that, but of course Edge is in AEW. But him versus Edge, him versus Batista. Well, excuse the him versus Edge part, but him versus Batista, Rey Mysterio. So many, so many. And as of recent, him versus Rollins. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go around his recent return, especially in 2023, because him versus Rollins was one of the good feuds that was done in the past couple of years. I kind of think it didn't lead to anything, but some of their first couple matches, as they returned or as he returned, that would definitely be it. And also, speaking of recent returns, him versus Drew McIntyre in the Hell in a Cell match, in the strap match, possibly. Just given that's one of his most recent matches out of his return in 2024. Would love to see that match. And also just an additional match type in the series again. And but man, really thinking that CM Punk will be the main star of the showcase. And if he is, I'm all for it because I'm a huge CM Punk fan. But the question is will he? We will see as the news start to roll out, because the Royal Rumble is approaching, and that is when the news is rumored to be released. And I'm pretty sure we will get a trailer, because we were thinking it would be on the WWE Raw Netflix anniversary, especially since last year Roman gave a tease when he went into the room that was labeled WWE 2K25. And of course, he was the cover star of last year. And yeah, so really interested to see what they release on the Royal Rumble weekend, if they do. But ladies and gentlemen, of course you heard me say that a strap match would be a great new addition to the match type selection. Well, we'll be seeing if that does get added. But how about we go over some rumored returning / new matches that will be showcased in the new game. And those match types are going to be, they are going to be 4 new match types. And 3 of them are returning, but 1 is a new match type, not that much different from a Buried Alive match, but it's new to the series, and that is true. But what are the 3 returning match types that will be returning to the series, supposedly? Well, right here it says, I Quit, Inferno, and 3 Stages of Hell are rumored to be returning to the series. And man, going off the past couple of years, I believe 2K24 is the main game that brought back the matches that we've wanted for so long. And what matches are those? Those matches are, of course, special guest referee, casket, ambulance, if you played the SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 game, and what else? Special guest, casket, ambulance, and was there? No, it was just 3 matches. Yeah, but yeah, was a huge fan of special guest ref returning, and also casket, and also ambulance. I never played the DS version, but man, playing it in the recent games, they're pretty fun. Yes, the mini games are pretty spammy, but, I just enjoy the new match types and the additions that they bring to the series. But going off this list that's rumored to be returning of the three matches, I Quit. I really can't wait to play I Quit again, but I'm really interested to see how they would reinvent it, because going up the last one, the last one was a mini game, a meter mini game where you had to place the meter in the moving object. And yeah, so I wonder if they'll stick with that or move on to something different, like a quick time event minigame, which I'd be fine with. I'd be definitely fine with that. And then as for Inferno, I didn't play Inferno that much going back. I did play it, but one or some new additions I would love to see brought to the match type is one, you're able to leave the ring. Because, yeah, you should be able to throw your opponent over the rope, like hard style, throw them over the rope and then get on the top rope, or suicide dive outside onto them. And yeah, I think that would make the match a whole lot funner. And yeah, that would definitely be some improvements I would love to see in the match type. But ladies and gentlemen, 3 stages of hell, that happened a week ago with Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre won in the matches and is the new undisputed champion. But the question is will it have those 3 set stipulations, which were normal, no, what stipulations are there? Were they normal? Oh yeah, it was normal, balls count anywhere, and steel cage. Will it just be those 3 match stipulations, which I fucking hope not, because if they do just make it just 3 match stipulations, just those match stipulations, that would be stupid. What I'm hoping is we can choose each match stipulation. And also, I'm really wondering if they'll just have the seamless transition from each match, how it happens on TV. And if they do that, that's a definite positive to the series bringing that back. And man, if those 3 matches get re-added to the series, I'm gonna be so happy. I mean, I've been happy ever since 2K24, really. I mean, 2K22 was a great game, but it wasn't there on that level. But then 2K23 came in and brought war games, and I was like, okay, this is good, and I enjoy war games. I don't really like playing them that much, but, it's there. But then 24 brought those key match types back and made me fall in love with the series again. But then 25 came back with chain wrestling. And, of course, match types that nobody asked for. But, I mean, hey, they're there in the underground match and the Bloodline Rules match. Which, I never played. But, hey, they're there if you want to play them. Plus the plus the recently added match types. But now 2K26 is bringing back even more key match types that were praised through the SmackDown vs. Raw days. And man, if they do, I am going to be so happy, because that means the series is getting back to what it once was. And man, I love the addition of the chain wrestling. I love the match types. I love that 2K is actually listening to us, listening to the community. And yeah. But before I go off on a tangent, the new match type is going to be a dumpster match. And that has only happened so many times. I'm pretty sure it happened a bunch in the early days. But the most recent one I recall was Chelsea Green versus Meechin. And yeah, Chelsea got dumped in a dumpster. But that match, I don't know when I'll be playing it, but I'll check it out, see how it is. It'll probably be just like the casket match and the button matching and stuff, but I'm fine with that. But it's just like, I look at the match types in the sense of like, oh, okay, I guess that's cool, in a match type that I don't really, that doesn't have that much history throughout wrestling. But then you look at a match as like 3 Stages of Hell. I remember all those ones between HBK and Shawn Michaels, John Cena and Batista, I believe. Could be wrong on that. And John Cena versus Randy Orton, I think. And I forget when the last one took place, but the key one I remember is Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. But man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen. Now, these are leaks, and I think I've said in past years, like, oh yeah, I'm not going to go over leaks. I'm going to wait until it's confirmed. But, going off recent years and recent news, especially last year's, with Hip Hop Gamer revealing everything that was going to be in the game, like intergender matches, and the showcase, and chain wrestling coming back, plus everything that else that got added. I think I'm gonna start doing it, especially from key sources, because all of this minus the and at Mike's and this one, the match types, that was released via Mike Straw. So he's a very followed guy. People follow him to get the drop on the news. And yeah, man, if all these things are added back into the game, I am going to be so excited. And so ready for the game. Now, the one thing I won't be going on or covering leak-wise is the roster, because nothing, like, I believe it was Hip Hop Gamer or Mike Straw or someone revealed last year the DLC plans, but no info has been added about that or mentioned or talked about. I believe it has, but it's really rumors, so I don't think I'll go over that. But one thing I can say about that is, since WWE bought AAA, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing some AAA talent in the base roster, and if not that, then DLC. I'm pretty sure we will get a definite DLC, a AAA pack, and it would probably feature the key people that were showcased on WWE TV, and those, of course, being Mr. Iguana, Psycho Clown, and 2 other people, because, the pack only comes with 4 people per pack. And besides that, I'm definitely sure we're gonna be seeing some TNA inclusion, especially since WWE have signed a contract with TNA. I don't know if that allows WWE to use TNA talent in their video games, but I may be wrong. It's been a long time since I've seen what the deal allows WWE to do, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and some other 2 more key people. Joe Hendry, even though he's signed with the WWE, so he might be in a totally different DLC pack or in the TNA pack, given that he was a star and they just need someone to put in the game. And then as for the 4th one, I don't know, because they won't be doing Abyss again, because Abyss was done for last year, and not in a TNA pack, but in a garbage pack with NBA stars and the Great Khali. But yeah, those are the rumors as of late, ladies and gentlemen. And going off the provider, Mike Straw, and hearing that people believe in him, and he has been right in the past. That's the thing. He has been right in previous years, and plus he doesn't just do news info for WWE games. He does it for other sports games, UFC, and I believe NBA. So, we can only wait and see what comes of that. Now, Mike Straw just wanted to clarify. He said that the stars of AAA have been scanned, but I am just saying that they're most likely going to be in the game given that WWE bought AAA. But we will be seeing, ladies and gentlemen. We will see what comes to light as the weeks approach, because I believe we only have 2 more weeks till Royal Rumble. And, yeah. So until Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, take this with as much salt as you want. But, given the info, given the provider of the info, Mike Straw, it's most likely going to be true. And I hope so, especially the match types. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all did enjoy. And if you did, you know what to do. And if you didn't, get out of here. But with that said, have a good day, have a good evening, and have a good afternoon. Or whenever you're watching this. And until next time, bye-bye.